Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Form of Therapy. My name is Cheok PD, and today on the Culture Study, I'm going to be reacting to NCT WISH's latest comeback. This is their second mini album of the same name, Poppop. Now, a lot has changed for me with NCT WISH since my last public YouTube reaction. For those of you who are not on my Patreon and you don't check out my bonus reactions, let me tell you, I have fallen in love with this group. I am absolutely obsessed with their music and how good it is. They're not my favorite NCT subunit yet, but I think, I say yet, but I think they have the potential to be maybe the best NCT unit. That's a pretty bold statement. If you want to check out my listening parties for the additional commentary, you can. But my heart is still with NCT Dream, but I am very much falling in love with NCT Wish. Now, I'll be honest. I had zero interest in getting into this group. A lot of my viewers, especially on my Patreon, wanted me to get into this group. People were saying, react to their survival show Last Start, do listing parties for their albums. Frankly, I have so much on my plate, I was like, no thank you. I don't need another group in my life. But then late last year, I checked out their award show stages. Not there specifically, but how I react to award show stages on my Patreon. I typically watch the entire show, all the performances anyways, in chronological order to really get a full show concert experience. And so naturally, from seeing many award shows, I saw all of the NCT WISH stages. And frankly, they were so damn good. And Riku was not even present in any of the award show stages. They were so impressive that my knee sort of buckled and I said, okay, I have to give their album a shot. Took one album. I listened to Wishful and it blew my mind. Fell in love with them. Steady was also an incredible mini album. But since then, I have been obsessed with them. Chae is my favorite voice, but I am still in the process of falling in love with them because while I do love Chae's voice, I still have trouble discerning Yushi, Ryo, and Sakuya's voice occasionally. I know them by face, I know who and who is, but sometimes if I'm not able to see the performance, I can't discern and separate their voices just quite yet. But that's why we're in the falling in love phase as we get to know them a little bit further. With that in mind, I don't have a favorite yet, but I just wanted you guys to know where my head and my heart is at. When I was kind of blind reacting to the group, Riku really stood out to me. So did Yushi and Shion as well, but I don't have a favorite yet. But now that I'm getting into this with a new perspective and a loving heart, we'll see. But guys, long intro, I know. Sorry, I just wanted you guys to understand where I'm coming from in this reaction. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out Poppop. Best lazy day. Oh shit. I'll read the text later.
오늘만 여는 캔디 스토어 한 사람만 꼭 기다려온 그름그름 검사다 만들어 우린 부드럽게 어울려 피시피시 별빛 속에 소다팝처럼 익숙한 주시한 마법을 꿈처럼 Oh yeah electric it's electric 짜릿짜릿까지 Oh baby baby so special 이 순간을 영원히 기억할래
Oh my gosh.
샤무스켓 전부 담아 선물로 줄래 너 대한 색이 절대 변하지 않게 one time 그래 난 바라볼게
I love it it's like a magic so loveholic I want it but to keep my heart beating
우리끼리 남들 다른 건 필요 없는데 이제 나 알잖아 I'm your favorite thing
Wow. Wow.
에리 속에 주인공은 너와 나야 레모네이드 톡톡 입속에 팝 블록사이
Wow.
그날의 대인 권화가 팝 feeling go pop feeling go pop 조용한 반디 불처럼 팝 구름 위로 내민 햇살이 팝 I'm about to let my feeling go pop feeling go pop feeling go pop 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 make it pop 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 make it pop like pop 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 make it pop pop 좀 더 가까이 와줄래 부족한 게 난 없어 Cause all that I wanted all that I wanted was you All I wanted was you baby girl 세상 널 초대해 내 기분이 넘치게 시작해 멋진 기분 내리 속에 주인공은 너와 나야 레모네이드 톡톡 입속에 팝 블록 사이 고인 빈머리 팝 햇빛 아래 대인 권화가 팝 feeling go pop feeling go pop 주름의 밤이 불처럼 팝 구름 위로 내민 햇살이 팝 I'm about to let my feeling go pop feeling go pop feeling go pop 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 make it pop
Whoa.
make it pop like yeah make it pop pop make it pop make it pop like I'm about to let my feeling go pop feeling go pop feeling go pop yeah
Wow. Wow. I have to watch this again because I feel like I didn't really watch this music video. This song is so distractingly good. That's exactly why I fell in love with them. That song has no right being that good. Oh my absolute goodness. That chorus, such a K-pop chorus. I think right now where we're at in K-pop is a very interesting sphere where music is so experimental, and at the same time we do have a lot of easy listening songs. We do have a lot of blending between Western sounds or Western pop. We have a lot of R&B driven stuff, and even some of the kitschier stuff in K-pop doesn't really feel like the traditional weird K-pop or the alternative kind of sound that K-pop initially had, that catchy, but like it's also a little surprising and jarring, catches you off guard. Right now we have like these songs that are kitschy and experimental just for the sake of being weird. And so it's a great place that we're in, I think, musically. That sounds like such a K-pop chorus. And a lot of what makes K-pop, a lot of what makes older K-pop is how K-pop producers really try to make something work to the point of like they shove stuff into a song, whether it's a phrase, whether it's a hook, a melody. They really want this to be the kind of focal point, to the point of like we will shove it in and build everything around it, but we want this to be the main hook, so we will also make sure that it feels shoved in and it kind of stands out in an awkward way, but that awkwardness is its charm. I think an example of that, an SM group, would be Jobbing by Super M. Like they wanted jopping to be a thing. And they wanted like jopping is the thing. Jopping is the concept. We are shoving jopping into this song. And I feel like that's a lot of what makes K-pop so fun and colorful and so very almost I think it's what kind of sets it apart from a lot of music just across the board. That chorus has that same effect of that's a really crazy, awkwardly shoved in hook, the really rushed in sound, and yet it's super smooth. I don't know how it's that smooth. Mind you, it just might be either the producers, they are just absolutely crazy, or it's the group themselves. I think one thing that really stood out to me about Pop is they use a lot of buzzwords. They use a lot of kind of like standout token I'm forgetting the word, but words that frankly make a song I think sound a little bit cringier than it should, but it doesn't sound cringy there. What I mean is take certain words, for example. Lemonade fizzing in my mouth. I think particularly it's whenever K-pop songs utilize like little buzzwords like lemonade or tingly tingly, baby baby. What else is there? I'm literally here's a good one. Fizzy fuzzy like soda pop mixed with starlight. That's like the standard go-to K-pop type of lyric. And that is the kind of cringe of that is what makes K-pop so charming. None of that is present in this song. It's lyrically there, but when I listen to it, I've never listened to someone say fizzy fuzzy and thought, damn, that sounds beautiful. But Xion did it. And I think that really speaks to how talented they are as singers, that they could quite literally make anything sound good. MVPs for me, at least on first listen, distractingly good. Xion, I think, is really, really good on this song. I think Xion, already he has a voice that is very different in the vocal sort of repertoire of everyone within NCT WISH. But I think that's really used like a weapon here because it's a very hyper fast song, hyper pop, very sparkly, tingly. And the lines that Xion has to work with here has a lot of power. He adds also, I think, a lot of depth into the song. I feel like he has a voice that has a lot of depth, and the kind of like big, stretchy, like powerful vocal stuff that he's doing really, really adds a lot of weight to this song. And then second, Jae, because it's Jae. And Jae, I think, in the contest of who's my favorite voice, Ryo is up there. I really, really, really like Ryo's voice. It's hard to say that Ryo's my favorite voice when I do confuse him sometimes with Yushi's voice. Quite literally happened at the beginning of this song. I'll point it out, and then you guys can tell me in the comments who it is. But I think Chae and Xion are the two where I'm like, I don't know whose voice I love more. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, maybe we can watch it again and find out. Let's go. Let's see. Coco has something to tell you. Voice note of a dog. So cute. Been rolling with my dog too. Best lazy day. What are you doing? Okay. Crush. Oh. A lot of the framing and shot design for this music video is also really, really beautiful. I don't know if this is becoming more in vogue, but a lot of music videos nowadays tend to be going for a much more filmic look, and I really, really appreciate that. This could have had the classic digital look, but you're going to notice like the shadows here have a lot more depth. It comes into a mix of how it's color graded and how it's lit. They're going for natural lighting, as well as the color grading is meant to look a little bit more like an indie film. It's a little bit more beautiful. You can really see it in the highlights, especially like, let's say the window right here where the shade is. Whoa, tomorrow at 4 p.m. It's a pop-up. Oh. You can see like a slight light bloom coming off the window. It gives it like this very romantic vintage film look to it. So it's all those little details that make the music video look extra gorgeous. Love that. Because I feel like their Songbird music video wasn't like this. Their Songbird video was like much more like that classic, sharp, colorful K-pop look. There you go. Fizzy, fuzzy. It's how he pronounces it too. He adds a lot of air to fizzy. He adds a lot of air to it. Wow. That voice. I can't tell if that's Yushi or Ryo. Let me know in the comments. This is how one learns. Now immediately recognize that's Che, of course. Okay, also, I started jamming to this song again. It's so distracting. Okay. When a song is so good, it's distracting from the music video. Okay. I think the idea is trying to ask out this girl. Their crush. Okay, wait a minute. So Che's spying on him. Okay. So Che's spying on him. Working with you. What's this? Shion's daily schedule. Estimated time of love, D-Day. Still calculating. Oh my god. I cannot stop on this board quick enough. Let me see. That's the time schedule. This might not be a thing of the video. This might just be what it's doing to the time thing. Okay. This might be my computer or the browser. Okay. Sakura's got all these balloons. Love won't wait. The little bit of the upside down newspaper just to illustrate how they're all trying to hide this from him. They're all doing it's a very poor disguise, but they're all trying to hide this from him. I did not notice that before. Him walking in the mailbox. That's so funny. Also, their use of the CG little I don't know, monsters, ghosts, whatever they are, very cute. And also, like, it looks super good. It looks really well integrated with the video. It doesn't like jarringly stand out. This is very great CG. Wow, I got it. Oh, that's an onomatopoeia. He's not actually saying fizzing. Is he saying lemonade tok tok? Let me see what he's saying in Korean. Lemonade tok tok 입속에 pop. Okay, so it's a Korean onomatopoeia. Oh wow. Was that just how I can't tell if that's just something that Yushi can do or if that was a pitched edit. I see. So the lyrics are all literal symbolisms, similes of they're describing what that feeling in this moment of when the chorus hits, Shion's heart is going pop, and all of the lyrics like fireflies early summer, pop. It's that excitement. What's that excitement? Like, what's that exciting feeling that you have when that exciting feeling that you have when someone you like responds to you? It's a pop feeling. And how do you describe love to somebody who's never felt it before? Okay, just an eye contact is like a sugar. This love is so sweet. Feel amazing. We're the main characters in an anime. Lemonade fizzing in my mouth. Rainwater sparkling between the blocks. Whoa! That's very beautiful imagery, but what is he saying in Korean? Because I can't tell. 블록 사이 고인 빗물이 pop. Ooh. Wow, that's very beautiful. A sunburned can of Coke goes pop. Oh, interesting. That's an actual pop. Sunlight reaching through the crowds. Wow. Sakuya's popping so hard he's about to float away.
I love it. It's like a magic
Oh, I have to see this rap break with Sakuya and Miku live. That's oh, the bass, oh, so good. So okay, so we're skipping a couple steps here, but basically they were popping so hard, Sakuya was popping off so hard, they got caught, Shion sees them, and we skip over a few steps, and now they're all together. They're like friends or whatever, they're helping him. Not so secretly. I don't think they pitched his voice. I think that's just a tone that Yushi can hit. Like, this part should be cringy. The part where they're just yelling very hurriedly. That should be cringy, but it's not. It should sound forced, but it's not. It's so smooth. Oh. I love how they play with the editing here too. Like, obviously we have a stop motion freezing motion right here, but the way it's like rewinding back and forth to the pop rhythm. Same with the little choreo right there. I can't tell if that's Yushi or Ryo. I'm gonna guess Yushi just because of the shot. They're having Shion practice on Yushi. Oh! Those ad libs sound like Jay.
구름 위로 내민 햇살이 pop 한번 봐도 let my feeling go pop feeling go pop feeling go pop make it pop
Whoa. Now they're ready. They're heading out. Hold on. I was wondering why they were just playing in. Oh, I see. Okay. So, performing a love seance. And then, oh, dude, Sean, you're late. Waking him up. Waking everybody up. Oh, earlier. Oh, I get it. I say. Earlier, there was that shot of when Shion was practicing on Yushi. Sakuya was putting the laundry in, and he messed up. That's why they're all like punishing him for it. Okay. I was like, why are they playing in foam? Now I get it. Wow, such a good song. I just want to point out this scene right here where they're playing in the foamed up bubbles from the overflowed washing machine. So this, I think, is a really great part of the production that makes the production feel holistic. And you know, I had this question, not question, I guess this commentary thrown to me once about K-pop music videos. And this was from a label. And they weren't quite sure how to approach doing a certain music video. And they were thinking, should we just abandon the story altogether in the music video because people didn't understand or didn't even notice the story in the previous music video that we set up? And I think this is a great example of having a story in a music video does not necessarily mean everything needs to be this super deep lore driven thing where this is connecting to that or they're doing this crazy thing. This is a pretty simple setup, right? For the music video. Shion has a crush on somebody and everyone is just like basically helping him achieve that confession or crush, right? Pretty simple, bog standard. However, even if we didn't have that, something that I think we need more of in a lot of music videos is a narrative thread rather than just like straight story. Like this is not like a deep story, but even if we didn't have the aspect of Shion trying to confess to the crush, this foam part, this bubble part would still stand out and would still work really great because it's a narrative thread that showed one of the members putting in laundry clearly messes up because they're distracted by something else. And then it pays off as the washing machine overflowing. And then they can get into the obligatory everybody, good looking boys, good looking girls. You want to make them look pretty, playing around in like foam and whatnot. Okay. But what would make this just like an average music video is if they never had that little additional bit of Sakuya loading up the machine and then piecing it together that it eventually overflows. The fact that they have that small little narrative thread is what makes the music video feel really seamless and really smooth. Because what I do and what I react is just really noticing things just, I think, a little bit more quicker, mainly because I've just consumed more or watched more, or maybe I think about the production in a different way. But most people will see this, and even without piecing together certain story things, if certain things are missing, it will feel off, or a music video will feel random, or it'll feel awkward. It's having little bits of narrative threads like Sakuya putting in the laundry and then it exploding into this whole big scene right here that makes it feel whole. And so just a little thing that I personally really thought Oh, that's fantastic. That's great. I'm so glad that they included that. With that in mind, love this song. Love this song. Love Pop Pop so much. Um Absolute 11 out of 10. Just above and beyond. It's better than Steady. And I love Steady. I love Steady. I love Steady. I love Steady. I think I like it even more than Wish. Their song Wish. I think Pop Pop is a very refreshing song. I think it's very fast and addictive, and it really scratches every itch for anybody who has like a short attention span. And yet, it also has a lot of depth behind it. And I think that's a really tricky thing to navigate. It doesn't come off as just a shallow, cute pop song. It really, and this is now complimenting and really speaks to their personal vocal prowess. It really has a lot of heart. It really has a lot of emotion. Despite all of these like very buzzword lyrics. And I love the intention now that like I watched it a second time, of those buzzword lyrics. Like Fireflies early in the summer. Like all of those little buzzwords and those buzz beats are all just their descriptions of what it's like when your heart basically skips a beat. That emotional movement, that heart fluttering, that pop you have. And I think that's very beautiful. And so I love it. I love this song. I love this comeback. I'm going to dive into these reactions. I can't wait to check it out. I'm going to check out live stages and more and such over on my Patreon. I'm also going to do a listening party for the Pop Pop mini album come May. And so, hey, come join the Patreon. I'm going to have the link in the description below. I did do a listening party, as I said, for Wishful and Steady. So that is also waiting for y'all if you want to check it out. Of course, you don't have to support monetarily if you don't want to. Thank you for coming and checking out the video. If you want to see more in the future, you can always subscribe over here. I'm going to have a button for you. You can check out my other videos up here. And I'll see you guys in another reaction. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.